And now it's time to boost or break or boost or break or boost. Break. I wish see if you guys watched us on YouTube, you can see how we jam during these times. You know what I mean? That me and Mandy be like, okay, snake it out,
Do it again.
work
I
it
didn't
out.
feel like I was jamming because I was trying to close some tabs.
A little shoulder pop, you know.
A little shoulder pop.
So it's boosty breaky time. You know, I have not been breaking a lot lately, and I'm not finna start. There's enough negativity.
Got my hopes up.
No, I'm gonna boost this week. I'm gonna boost them. I am going to be like joining TikTok more officially, and here's why. Because I honestly I wasn't gonna really join TikTok. So I'm like, girl, I'm tired. But then I realized that it's going to be a really great tool for me and my bonus baby, Alyssa, my bonus daughter, to connect. You know, like we were talking the other day and she was like, I really want to make some. Yes, I really want to make some money. Da, da, da. And I was like, I had thought about it before. And I was like, you know what? I said, well, I need a TikTok manager. She was like, I'm listening. And I said, you know, if we could create TikToks, but I was like, you would have to do everything. You'd have to be the director. I would tell you the subject matter. I want you to do the research on it. You would have to do the captions, the sound, everything. And she was like, girl, say less. Alyssa's been on TikTok before it was called TikTok and it was called Musical.ly. And it was just like a musical platform since she was like 8. Okay, she has been born for this time. I don't know anybody is more perfect to be a TikTok manager than a 16-year-old girl. Okay. And so she was just like, I told her, like, I sent her to all these different pages. I was like, check out Mandy's page. She's like, okay, it's cute. I just sent her to Tori's page. I sent her to other financial pages and non-financial pages to kind of get a gauge. Like, I'm not going to be dancing on here, girl. Like, it's financial education, but, you know, because I'm not my 2 steps, you know, it's cute for a little shoulder pop, but I'm not really like I want to hit it. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't want to see that.
Just do whatever feels right. One day
exactly
you
what I
might
said.
decide you want to do a dance, so just do the dance at the time.
Lord,
You know
I
what
don't know.
mean?
Because I'm like, I think people don't realize how little, I don't have this much rhythm as
One
my
day,
background.
You may be moved to shimmy for the TikTokers.
I mean, shimmer, yes.
Okay?
But like a whole number.
So I wouldn't count it out.
But I'm excited, honestly. So we had our first, first we had to work on pricing. I was so proud of her. I said, look at Liz. I said, okay, think about how much. She's like, how much do I get paid? I said, let's negotiate. Think about, you would be proud of her, Mandy. So I told her, think about it and then come back to me. She said, well, one, I know I don't want to be paid hourly. And I said, why? She said, because when I work for Tracy, my publicist, shout out to Tracy, Alice Pior. So she's like, when I worked for Tracy, I was very fast. Like she would give me a task that she would anticipate would take me 2 or 3 hours and it would take me 30 minutes. And I feel like that I was almost penalized for doing good work fast. And I was like, look at her smarty pants. Yes. And Tracy said that. She was like, honestly, Alyssa did great work and she was so fast. I felt bad by how little I paid her. So I said, okay, so not hourly. And she's like, I think I want to be paid per TikTok. And I said, okay. So she's like, I was talking to my uncle. He was like, so I didn't realize this is called anchoring until I spoke to like one of my friends who is also a career coach. She was like, I was talking to Uncle Nobby. This is like Jarrell's twin brother. And he was like, I told him all that's required. And he was like, what about $80 a TikTok? And I was like, girl, you're bugging. I didn't realize she was dropping that anchor to be like, I know she's not going to pay 80, but if I say my real number
I'm
up
going
front,
for 40.
Girl. So she dropped it 80 and I was like, what? And she paused. She was like, what about, she's like, he talking about 80, pause. And I was like, he's crazy. I said, and then she said, isn't he? I was like, ooh, I see what she's doing. And she was like, I was thinking closer to 25. So she made that huge gap for me to be like, 25 seems so low in comparison to the 80 that she initially said. And I told her, honestly, I don't want to spend more than $100 a week. I would like to produce about 5 TikToks. So what about 20? And she was just like, let me pause for a moment so I could praise dance. I said, oh, she got me. Because she wasn't expecting 20. She was like, so she's going to be doing about 5 TikToks a week, $20. So
If
she
I
gets
had been
$100
coaching
a week.
artists, I'd go for 50.
Mandy's like, tell her to call
That's
me.
a lot of work. As someone who does TikToks on the regular Tiff, let me tell you, it's work and skill. But she should be up for a raise within a few months.
And I did tell her that. I was like, that, if you do a really good job, you could be up for a raise. And then I told her the bad news, which was, this is not bad news, good news for me, which is 20% of your money So if you make your $100, $20, it has to go up. We're going to put it in your, in a Roth IRA for you. She's like, what? And then I said, then because you're going to be paid as a contractor, 30% you have to set aside for taxes. She was like, what? So she was like, so if I get $100, I only get 50. I was like, welcome to the real world.
Can we go back to the negotiation table? Yeah.
I know. No,
that's awesome.
So
I can't
I'm really
wait to
excited.
see.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not so, like the TikTok part. I'm just like, whatever. To me, it's going to be fun or whatever. But really, to me, this is because, she's a teenager, and to connect genuinely, authentically, it's like, how do you find things to do besides go to the mall and go shopping? And so now every Saturday or Sunday we meet up. She comes to like my co-working space. We have lunch. We talk about boys and school and everything else. And for it took us yesterday, maybe like 30 minutes to tape the 5. She was telling me like, I did some research about the sounds that are trending and blah, blah, blah. So she had done all this like work behind the scenes. So it was really easy for me just to do what she told me to do. And then we spent the rest of the time just hanging out. And it just filled my heart because I just thought, oh, this is awesome. Plus I get to sneak in some financial education for her. Because she's like, I did this information about the recession and what it means. And so I think the first one, this should be the sound. I said, oh my gosh, it's happening. I'm just really excited. So like I said, to me, the TikToks are like secondary to like the relationship building that we get to build. So I'm just excited about that. And she's excited about money, which is good. Oh, and Mandy, you'd be proud of her because she was like, so after a couple months of me mastering it, I'm going to make a request that you post on your social and tell people if they live in the Newark area, they can meet us on Saturday and I will do their TikToks for them. And I was like, oh, she's already talking about scale. Yes. I said, look at you. She's like, but they're not going to get your price range. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I just thought that was really smart that because literally the place where we were taping it, they have so many different backgrounds where you can choose from. So it wouldn't look like we're all doing our TikToks in the same space. So watch out for Supergirl TikTok Inc. coming to a Newark co-working space near you.
Aww, that's great. And I know that was one of the things. You gave yourself time to figure that out too, because I know that in the beginning, after Superman's passing, you weren't sure what that would look like. But it just happened organically.
Yeah,
that's really beautiful.
The best. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Beautiful, and I can't wait. Win-win.
Hey, BA fam. We're on YouTube. Woohoo! Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And while you're at it, why don't you go over to that little bell icon and just tap that for us. Show the BA fam how much you love us. And that way you'll also get notifications when new videos drop. Also, share the channel with a friend. We're always like, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And thank y'all so much again for all the support.